I've decided to film a time-stamped morning routine. It's the night before. I just thought I would intro it today so I don't have to speak tomorrow morning because I'm waking up early for Pilates. My morning routine changes every day depending on my schedule, but I at least do this morning routine once or twice a week. Enjoy, and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Just gotten home from our Pilates. Gonna make some breakfast. I think for probably about a year I've had avocado on toast most mornings. Nothing can beat it. I got sick of it after having it so much in lockdown, but now I'm back and I'm starving because that class killed me. That's the workout done for the week. So yeah, don't do this every morning, but whenever we do a lesson, it is in the morning because that's just what works for our schedule. Normally when I'm having breakfast, I really try not to go on my phone. Keyword on try, I most often fail, but it is one of my New Year's resolutions to not go on my phone first thing in the morning. So I usually bring out my book to read. I'm doing a reread of The Conditions of Will. I read it, I think exactly a year ago for the first time and loved it. Something just came over me and I wanted to do a reread of it. I was like, hey, free will. So I'm this much through. I started it like 2 days ago and I've already been sucked back into the world. So yeah, I'm just gonna sit here, read my book and eat my toast. This is going to be my uni fit. This is a brown long sleeve kind of boxy fit from Glassons. These are blue linen pants from Supre. And then I'm just going to wear my New Balance 530s. I just changed my top so I don't get my uni fit all wet from my hair, but now I kind of have some time in between getting home from Pilates and before I have to leave for uni. There's a few options that I could be doing right now. I'm not gonna lie, if my book is really good, I will just continue reading for a bit. If I'm filming a video like I am now, I'll probably want to get straight into editing it. The last thing is probably what I should be doing are all my assignments. I'd much prefer to be doing my other two options, so I'm not sure what I'll do this morning. I think I should plan an assignment at least, kind of map out what I'm gonna write and then maybe reward myself. You might be wondering, oh, there's like such a huge gap in the times. Where were you? I was sitting and editing this video. I always just need to edit as soon as I film it for some reason, but I need to leave in about 20-25 minutes. So I thought that I would use that time to actually plan my assignment, and I'm gonna make a matcha to motivate me. How many times have I shown you making my matcha? I'm not sure, but here's one more time. I'm currently using the Matcha Tokyo. My friend bought it back from me when she went to Japan the other month. I've really been savoring it. So I measure out 3 to 4 grams and sift that in. Boil water to 70 degrees and then I measure out about 25 to 35 mils, and then you have to get to whisking. I never whisk it for long enough because I always get impatient. But the other day I made such a good matcha. It was so creamy that it sat on the top of the milk, and I want to try and recreate that today. I like to add in 4-ish grams of honey and some cinnamon, and then continue whisking. Okay, I use the Oatly Barista Edition oat milk, and I do about 170 mils. Oh wow, 170 on the dot. All right, time to do the pour. Wow, look how frothy that is. Cheers. I also use this time in the morning to write my to-do list for the day, go through my emails and see if there's anything I need to be caught up on from the uni or from my internship. I will also make sure that my internship posts have uploaded for the morning. This morning nothing had to go up, which is good. I usually schedule the posts in advance so they just upload by themselves, but I do like to check if there were any technical issues or what our response to the posts are. but I was filming that whole time and I wasn't. So I was just saying that it's time to get ready for uni. It's that time of morning. Whenever I'm leaving the house, I pretty much put makeup on. I am trying to wear makeup less. So if I'm doing a quick errand or something, I won't. But if I'm going out to uni, etc., I am. So I thought I could quickly show you guys what I do. It's nothing crazy. This is what I go in with first. First up, moisturizer. I just do a pea-sized amount. Hope that's not too annoying for you there. Just got a mini mirror up so I can look. Yeah. Okay. Then I go in with the Bondi Sand SPF 50 Sunny Drops. It's this sunscreen serum and it's like the glazing milk. Put that all over. Yeah, it feels so nice and it is SPF. I do have the road glazing milk here. However, I found that it kind of breaks me out and I wear it every single day and it doesn't have SPF in it, so I've decided if I'm going out at night I'll put on the glazing milk. If I'm going out during the day I'll put on the SPF. Didn't finish this. Okay, after I've done that, I go in with the NARS concealer. I'm a shade light 2.5. It's creme brulee. This is the only concealer I've tried and I think it's pretty good, but I put it under my eyes. I saw this video to help with creasing. Instead of putting it in the very corner of your eye, put it kind of under here, which is where most of the bags are anyway. When you blend it out, I can show you guys, try blend it out this way so a lot of the product doesn't clump around the corners of your eye. So that's what I've been trying to do now and I think it's been working. And I just put it on any other spots, which at the moment I feel like I'm breaking out a bit, so that's a lot of other spots. I look down so it's all flat and then I blend it out and then I go up. It doesn't crease as bad as it was before doing this method. I don't remember the lady, this was like months ago on TikTok. But next I do my brows just with the Mecca control gel or something, I think it's called. I don't fill them in or anything. That's it for my brows. Then for blush, I get the Rode Pocket Blush in the shade Freckle and I put it on my brush and I just blend it out onto my cheek, and then I do the same on the other side. If I'm wanting a more natural look, I leave the blush there, but sometimes I go in with the NARS blush in the shade Orgasm Edge and I just get a little bit on my brush and then go over the top. Now I could just go straight in with this, but I actually really like how the makeup looks with the freckle underneath. I actually prefer it to just going in with this first, so I do build and layer a bit for those. I also find this looks better after it's been on your skin for a couple hours. Then I do a quick dusting of bronzer. This is the Mecca bronzer Sunlit Skin, and I go all around the tops of my forehead and a bit on my cheeks. I never put too much of that unless I'm like going out or something. Get this. This is Mecca, the branding has all rubbed off, but it's their Life Proof Translucent Setting Powder under my eyes. And I let that sit there whilst I do my mascara. So I curl my lashes and then I do the Rare Beauty mascara. And then I go through with a spoolie and get off all the excess clumps of mascara. Don't mind the black, I'm going to clean that off. But I've been asked so many times if my lashes are natural and I'm actually just wearing the Rare Beauty mascara. I love this. Once that's done, I brush off the translucent setting powder and I get the Mecca. It's all rubbed off. I don't even know what setting powder this is. And I get my little puff. I don't get too much and I just tap it in under the eyes. And then I set everywhere else that I put concealer on. Is, I think, one of the most important is this Mecca Highlight Glow Stick, which I was filming a favorites video 2 videos ago. I found out they've actually discontinued this. I've still got a little bit left on my one, but I don't know what I'm going to do when I have to repurchase. Because I've literally been using this for like 4 years. Like it just, can't you see that glow? Like it just makes such a nice glow. I put it on my cupid's bow, nose, inner corners, and my cheekbones. Then I set with Charlotte Tilbury. So yeah, that's the finished makeup. So natural, very simple. It doesn't even really look like I'm wearing makeup, but I just think it gives a bit of life into my skin with like the blush and the mascara and stuff. And then I will either just use my Vaseline on my lips, or I've also been loving the Rode Lip Peptide. This is the shade Ribbon. Either one of those to finish off is my everyday makeup routine. And that brings us to the end of the morning routine. It is 11:30, so we've almost hit midday and I'm just gonna go to uni now. So thank you so much for watching. Nothing revolutionary happening here, just what I do most mornings. Thanks so much for watching and I'll see you guys very soon.